What I remember is when, around the time that my parents, or particularly my mother, bought the set. So I think it was around 1944, 45 that it came to our home. I remember it because it was always in our house and it was always sort of displayed under a glass cabinet. And my mother did use it from time to time. My mother ordered it from the studio or atelier of Carl Poul Petersen. As you may know, or people may know, he studied originally under George Jensen in Denmark. He did this beautiful, beautiful works, and he deviated. His silverware was different from the typical classical English and French antiques. It was simpler, more simple in design. And this particular set, I don't know how it was chosen by my mother, is also quite unique. The set it's beautifully done, and it pours beautifully, and it looks wonderful, and with the ivory on the handle, there's ivory in the middle, and that keeps the handle from being hot. It's like it stops the transmission of the temperature. I had a party that I remember for a lot of people, and it was beautiful on the table, and we used it and so forth, but it's not the style of living so much anymore, unfortunately. I don't have large parties anymore, and I didn't want it just to be sold or, auctioned off. So I thought the best thing would be to have it at a major museum.
The set came with her. I had little to do with getting it. Her mother was a very tasteful person and had fine furniture and dishes and stuff like that. But the generations today, they don't appreciate that, not at all. So we're left with it just didn't seem practical to give it to our children. They didn't want it.
This was the work of probably the most celebrated silversmith that came to Canada and worked here. He came from Denmark with his wife to Montreal.
He was a world outstanding artisan as a silversmith.
Yeah, that's right.
And that shouldn't be forgotten, and this is to help remember it.
Yeah. I think that one of the things that's very famous is the contract and engraving and eventually the replication of the NHL Stanley Cup in 1962.
From him?
Yeah. The Petersen copy was designed, his copy was designed to travel about to the winning team's hometown, as the original was often dented and damaged during travel. The Petersen copy is still in use today.
The Stanley Cup that you see is the one done by Petersen.
Yeah.
So when you were asking earlier, our children aren't interested in Cette, they're interested in the Stanley Cup.
Maybe we should have told them that. I forgot that, yes.
I look on it as a piece of art rather than a piece of kitchenware, if you like. And, there are many famous Canadian artists or Quebec artists, and this one should be remembered.